Man. What's good, y'all? Man, it's it's been quite the week, so we're gonna just jump right on into it. It's crazy that how if you checked out my video from last week, my last check-in video, I spent a good little amount of time talking about my day job and talking about dealing with that and how I took a break from that and tried to come back to it just so I can be able to deal with it and how difficult it was. Over the course of the previous week, man, I quit that job due to some circumstances that were kind of out of my control. Yeah, I walked out, which is not something that I usually do. It's not my first time quitting a job, and it definitely won't be my last. But I like to be very respectful. I like to be respectful. I like to be polite, and I like to give proper notice of when I'm leaving. But something happened, which something happens every day there, damn near. Just that particular day, it happened on Tuesday, and I had just reached my limit because I had just been overworked for a very long time. I've been unhappy for a very long time, and just mentally and physically drained for a very long time. And, above all, I've been unfulfilled there for a very long time and just being stuck and stagnant in this one role that wasn't really doing anything for me. It wasn't doing anything financially for me. It wasn't doing anything motivationally for me as far as like purpose and actual, use of my skills and all that type of shit. So yeah, when that situation happened, I was just, after it was resolved, I was just like, you know what? That's it, I'm done. And I walked out, I clocked out, and I caught the next bus to the to the train station, and I went home, man. And so I did not see that for myself, did not see that happening so soon. Like, I always saw myself quitting there. I was honestly surprised that I was there that long, honestly. Definitely did not see myself there, long term, because that job wasn't doing anything for me. And I always do my best trying not to like give specifics on where I worked and what I did, because while I didn't enjoy my time there, I still want to be respectful to the establishment, to the place of business, and not publicly shit on them. All of my close friends and my other coworkers that I still fuck with and follow, they know exactly what happened and the details behind that shit. Did not expect for that to happen this week. Honestly, it felt like being in a toxic relationship working at that place, man. And how I can equate that to a toxic relationship, me working there, like it was just so much bullshit every single fucking day, man. Like every day. Like, and it didn't start like that. Like most relationships, they start really good. You really vibing with the person, and you really, you getting to know them, and you like what you're learning about them and everything. But then as time goes on and they start revealing more of themselves, and hard times inevitably gonna happen. And that's how you kind of really tell, people's, their strength and their integrity and their choices and their perspective on things, is when things get tough. Things started getting tough around at that job, man. Corporate model and all that type of shit, and corporate people and how they affect and change and, not change things. It got very, very difficult, especially because I had been there for a minute. I was one of the core people. I had built like this comfort in chaos, if that makes sense. And that's the foundation of a toxic relationship, is that it's not good for you, it's not good for the other party involved. There's chaos, there's dysfunction, there's all these different things that go on with it, but it's familiar. And because it's familiar, you find some type of comfort in it because you're able to kind of build like a system just to deal with it on a day-to-day. And that's what I did. That was like the first job that I actually hated. Because other jobs like that, I wouldn't even have stuck around that long to even build that emotion of hating a fucking job. But I had been there for so long, I have really developed a disdain, just a bad taste in my mouth for that place. Walking in that door every single morning, I immediately just became dark. And I hated that feeling. I hated being there. I was good at the job. I had developed a rapport with the good coworkers, the coworkers that were actually good at their job. I wanted to stick around for them as well, to help them out and make sure that they were good. And there's other aspects of the job that I had created some type of positive system that I wanted to, instill and keep going. But, you compare the positive to the negative just completely outweighed the positive. There was a bunch of times where I was like, fuck this place, I'm gonna go start, looking for other jobs. But because it was like a toxic relationship, man, I started thinking about all the things that I don't want to deal with in getting a new job. I hate going through the interview process. I hate going through the task of looking for a job, and then you gotta apply for that job, and then you gotta wait, and then you gotta interview, whether it be a phone interview, phone screening, or in person, even a combination of the two. Then you gotta be retrained on a new position, you know, and learn somebody else's whole system, how they operate their business, and learn how your other coworkers, your new coworkers, how they work, not only in the job, but how they work with each other, and learn to work with you as well. It's new things that like can kind of turn you off, especially if you have some type of comfort already in another place. And so like this past job that I had just quit, like even though I hated it, like I had built a system in it. I had built a way to deal with the day-to-day and how to get through the day. Having that system, like I said, created comfort. It created contentness. Is that a word? Contentness? I became content with that job. I became, you know, complacent with that job because, like I said, you're just trying to get through the day. It's not something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I'm good at, that, you know, made me some money. You know, it barely made me any money. But I stayed in it because I didn't want to deal with the other shit. I guess I was just, you know, kind of turned off, or in a sense running away from like the new things and experiencing something new and trying something different. And that was ultimately just kind of breaking me down and wearing on my mental. On that day, on that Tuesday, I was just like, you know, fuck it, I need something different. This ain't it, and I don't want to keep on knocking years off my life, and I'm still here, and I'm still unfulfilled, I'm still underpaid, I'm still, you know, doing all the shit that doesn't make me happy. I need to go try something. That's what I did. I took a risk, and I took a job. Like, fuck it, we're gonna figure it out. And that's been my whole kind of like new thing that I've been kind of instilling into my mindset, is just like, yo, it's gonna work itself out. We're gonna figure it out. You know, some combination of those two kind of like mantras, like it's gonna work itself out, or we're gonna figure it out. We ain't gotta figure it out right now, but we're gonna get there. That's what I did. And like literally, I quit that Tuesday. I ended up having like interviews like starting like the next day from places that I applied to, which was a blessing. So I have an interview for a place that, you know, pays significantly more. That is a change of pace on Monday the 2nd. And so I'm looking forward to that. And you know, you already know how interviews go. If you're doing an in-person interview, you already met all the qualifications and the requirements that they're looking for. They're just trying to see if they like you and if they can see themselves working with you. And yes, I went ahead and got me, you know, another day job. I know a lot of folks that do the YouTube thing, they like to do the very big, transparent, you know, vlog video of them quitting their day jobs and fully going into YouTube. I'm not all the way there yet. I like to be a little bit more prepared and calculated with my shit, especially because I got so much shit I got to pay for. Like I literally have budgets for like releases and other things like that. I have that set already for the like next 4 months. And so I need some type of consistency coming in financially. And right now the music is not doing it, the art is not doing it, because that's just where I'm at. The level that I'm at, that's just where I am. If you're really building stuff from the ground up, you already know that when you're at the bottom level, opportunities, they come in waves. Like you have highs and lows, and it's not consistent. And so in order to be able to just deal with the highs and lows of, you gotta have something that's consistent. Or at least for me, I have to have something that's consistent that I can be like, yo, if I've only gotten 2 placements this month, then shit, fucked up, but at least I got this check coming in on Friday that I know how much exactly it's gonna be, you know, and stuff like that. And so I like to just be prepared and stay ready for anything that might happen. And so I went ahead and got me a day job until like I can just do better. I ain't got it all figured out right now, and I ain't got to. I just gotta, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, stay positive about it, and stay moving forward on everything. I'm looking forward to like starting something different though, as it pertains to that. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too deep into detail, like exactly what it is and where it is and all that type of shit, cause I don't think it's important. And then who knows how long I'm gonna be up in that bitch. Yeah, and that's kind of been the energy of this previous week, man. It's weird, cause like I felt like this peace and this freedom, but also like felt like being like, oh shit, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Oh shit, like I need something, cause like it was a weird feeling, but ultimately I know I made the right decision. I feel very confident in that I definitely made the right decision. I made the decision that was best for me, which also ties back to last week's video, just talking about living selfishly and doing things for yourself. I know that there was some people that are like disappointed and are hurt that I left, and especially in the manner that I left, but I had to think about me, man. got to think about me and my mental and my own goals and my own progression, and my own path, man. And that place that I previously worked, it wasn't helping me, you know, move forward in that path. Had to let it go. As time is going on, I feel a lot less guilty about it. And like I said, I know I made the right decision. And that's that on that. Hopefully, I ain't got to talk about that shit no more. I feel weird about talking about my day job because I don't like the idea of day jobs. I don't like hourlies, 9 to 5s and shit like that. And so I would have mostly, you know, not positive things to say, and I don't want to speak, you know, negatively all the time on these check-in videos and shit. I mean, it's a part of the journey, man. It's something that everyday people are going through. The everyday artists, you know, everyday underground or indie artists, indie producers, whatever you do. You know, we deal with having day jobs and we just trying to make ends meet and trying to make shit happen. And it's a real thing and it's a real, you know, fight and struggle that we all got to deal with. I don't know, like I said, I be on the fence a little bit about sharing my own perspective, my own experience about it. But I mean, it's real. It's real and I'm pretty sure a lot of folks can relate to it. I guess it just depends on how y'all react to it and if y'all enjoy it and if y'all seek, you know, inspiration from it, if y'all actually feel the inspiration coming from it, I'll keep making them and being transparent about it. Yeah, that's that on that. Other than that, man, the week was pretty good. As you see, I went and got me a haircut. Shout out to Barber Sense here in Atlanta. Yeah, I went and got me a haircut yesterday just to have some self-care, try something different. I usually don't keep the beard. When I get my haircut, I usually just keep the goatee. But she gave me kind of like the advice, like, yo, no, you need to grow that out and let me shape that up for you, because like it looks nice, it's growing in nice. So I was like, all right, let me try it. And so I like this little look that she put on me, man. I like it. Yeah, other than that, it was a pretty good week. You know, worked on music. Other than that, you know, just standard things that I've been up to. Oh, yo, let me tell y'all, because I remember I dropped my last one on my last check-in video on Christmas Day. Yo, I kid you not, bro. Literally a couple hours after I dropped my fucking check-in video on Christmas Day, my fucking outdoor faucet fucking cracked. And I had this big ass geyser just going up in the air in the backyard because it had got so cold here in Atlanta and in Georgia that, like, you know, South, we can't handle that kind of shit. We ain't used to that type of shit. Like, it got to like 8 degrees and shit. It got so cold that, like I said, the outdoor faucet fucking cracked and just going up and shit. And I had to deal with that. And like I said, it happened on Christmas Day. So wasn't nobody coming out to get that shit. Wasn't nobody coming out to fix that shit. And so I was like, fuck it. And luckily it was just the faucet. It wasn't a pipe. So I was like, okay, it's just the outdoor faucet, man. I can like change it myself. I can fix it myself. And still I had to like wait till the next day to go get the parts because one shit open on Christmas. So I had to turn the water off and then wait a whole day, go to Ace Hardware store, got my parts, got the faucet, got the little elbow, you know, and all the different things that you need to like put it on and take it off and all that type of shit. I took the faucet out. The faucet damn near just fell out because it was just so old and rusted. But then the nugget, and then the elbow, I could not take that shit off to save my life. Like, 'cause that shit was just rusted. It was fused on because of how rusted and how old it was. This house was built like in the 60s, man. And so a lot of this stuff has not been changed since. And so that rust literally had just fused the elbow to the pipe. And I remember I was just trying so hard to get it off because I didn't want to pay them plumber fees, man. And I end up bending the fucking pipe. And then the pipe had a fucking leak in it now. And so now they have to change the pipe. And I was just like, nigga. I was so upset. Like, I remember like throwing my fucking wrenches and shit. I was like, fuck, nah. Like, I have to go get a fucking plumber now. And the earliest they could come was like the next Friday because like everybody's shit was getting fucked up. Everybody's pipes was busting, everybody's faucets was cracking, everybody had leaks from residential homes to businesses, like literally everybody. And so they had been swamped. And so they couldn't even come. And like today is the 31st, today is December 31st. But they didn't come until December 30th, yesterday, Friday. We had to go that whole week without water. And so we, you know, bouncing around and shit, just trying to deal with like the necessities of having like running water and shit. But like, it was crazy, man. Dealing with that shit. Like it made me very thankful and fortunate for running water. Like, I tell you that right now, like I don't take that shit for granted at all, man. That shit was a struggle. I hated that shit, but we got it fixed. It worked itself out. And what kind of pissed me off a little bit is that like my pride got hurt a little bit because like I thought I knew what I was doing. And mind you, I spent like a good like 40 minutes trying to get that little elbow off in the backyard, man. And then old dude, the plumber dude, came through. I don't even think he was here for 10 minutes and had the shit done. And I was like, hold on, wait. And I was like, wait, let me check this shit. I went back there, he done cut the pipe and everything. He done put the new, cause he used my parts to put on there. He like done cut the pipe, then put the new elbow on it and put the faucet on. I'm like, hold up, it ain't working though. I turned that bitch, that shit was running smooth as fuck. I was like, man, it wasn't even here for 10 minutes and had that shit done. So my ego was a little hurt because of that. I was like, damn, I thought, I know I ain't no plumber. I ain't got all the tools that a plumber got. But I was like, damn, I'm pretty handy. I've learned how to do things over time because shit get fucked up. You can't always afford to have people come through, And so you gotta learn how to do shit yourself. And so I've learned how to be pretty handy, but like, my ego got bruised a little bit. I'm being transparent, it did. And so, but everything got fixed. The water's running nice and smooth and warm and everything right now. And that's all that matters to me. That's all I care about. So happy about that. And this video is running a little long. Let me end it on this because I'm filming this on December 31st. It is New Year's Eve. So that means this will be dropping on New Year's Day. And so I just want to send y'all off with first gratitude for anybody that has been watching, that has been streaming, that has been checking in, that's been giving any positive words of encouragement, that's come to any shows, that's, purchased any merch. It's hard for me to formulate words for that because, I'm not used to getting support. And so it's hard for me to kind of like take compliments, if that makes sense. That's a whole nother topic, whole nother, conversation we can have about just men in general, especially black men, just accepting compliments and everything. But I'm beyond grateful for it and thankful for it. And I feel very loved when people support me. And so that's why I try my best to make sure I, reciprocate that love or reciprocate that support. Yeah, man. And like I said, I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate it. So I definitely want to say thank you to all y'all. Be safe, have fun. I'm wishing you well and wishing you many blessings in the new year. I hope you keep elevating. I hope you keep progressing. And I hope you receive everything that you are, praying to receive, that you're hoping to receive in the next year, man, because you deserve it. Don't let nobody else tell you different. You deserve that shit. Man, it's been quite the ride this year. I had a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but I'm very excited about what's in store for 2023 and to really hit the ground running and let y'all see what I've been working on and to kind of just be fully on view for the world to see, ready to fully grow into the person and to the man that I'm destined to be. With all that being said, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. We need some more eyes and ears to my stuff, man. Happy New Year. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Peace and love.